morning, everyone. Thank you for coming. Welcome to the first day of spring, and I think it's above 30
a joke,
degrees.
Right?
No, I think it's officially the first day. No, anyway, and want to introduce my friend and Mayor Jon Mitchell.
All right, thanks, Steve. Thanks, everybody. Well, listen. So this isn't a big surprise. You've had your soft opening already, but the news here. Come on in, Tony Cabral. Tell them to hold your call. Come on back. Come on over. So I will be brief today because I think this is just a day of celebration, but it's really a celebration of a lot of things. So this place, I can attest, is a fabulous restaurant. I'm not the most discriminating diner, mind you. I'm more of a quantity guy than a quality guy. But I do know a good meal when I taste it, and we had a fabulous meal here for the opening night a couple of weeks back. I know a number of you also were here for that. And frankly, it shouldn't be any surprise at all. It's because it's Steve Silverstein, and he has sprinkled his pixie dust across New Bedford and across Greater New Bedford and beyond in the last few years, and it's been pretty remarkable. This was I think, although the restaurant that was here before, and I don't want to compare, but I think you'll see some things here that we haven't seen before in Italian dining, and I don't take it from me. There were a lot of Italians in the room when I was here, and they were all raving about it. So that was the real seal of approval. But what we're celebrating are really two things. So we're celebrating an investment, another significant investment in the city. This place will bring people in from across the city, and across Greater New Bedford, but more fundamental, it'll bring in people from elsewhere. And it does something unique. When they have something very important, when they come here and have a great experience in New Bedford, they will spread the word. They'll let that old shampoo commercial, right? And they'll tell two friends, and they'll tell two friends, and so you have this sort of exponential ripple of goodwill from this place that is hard, frankly, to put a price on. And Steve has been doing that with all of his restaurants. It's what he's invested in here has spread goodwill for New Bedford far and wide, and that's a good thing, and it's consistent with what we're trying to do in the city, which is to build it up to attract investment, but also elevate the city's stature in the long run. We're in the city building businesses, and great cities have great restaurant scenes, and I think it's fair to say now that New Bedford has a great restaurant scene, and there's nobody who can be credited more for that than Steve. I think the other thing I'll just say, the other point I will make is this is a continuation of some 100 years of your family, Steve, investing in our city, making it a more vibrant place, making it a more special place, going all the way back to the clothing store, which outfitted me and so many others. I suspect a lot of you in this room. But it was a tremendous city institution. Steve launched Not Your Average Joe's some, whatever it was, 25 years ago-ish, and that was a major success. And he had a decision to make at one point, and that is, well, do I come back here and not so much start again, but do something different, but back here out of love for the city. And I remember the meeting we had about Cisco, and I'll share with everybody when you came in. Judy, you were there as well. I think Judy was especially skeptical when she was looking at me like, what's this guy gonna say? To come in and pitch Cisco, and you had some drawings with you, and you walked through, well, we're gonna do this, right? The Davies Locker site, we're gonna do this restaurant, and there's gonna be a beach there, and there's gonna be open containers, shipping containers with all kinds of great food and street food, and there's gonna be music and all kinds of stuff, and they can pull boats up to it, and so then he stopped, and my response was, is there something I'm not supposed to like about this? So, that was a ribbon cutting we did, and I remember it well because it was the first time we had done a ribbon cutting when the day before the place was featured on Good Morning America, if you recall, that summer, which was always a hit even before we could proclaim it to be a hit. So that was pretty cool. But it really, and then we've had the other hits, Cultivator Shoals, the Black Whale, so many other things across the city in recent years, and more to come. We won't spoil the more to come part, but really for me, as mayor, you've made our city, I have to say, I'm just so proud the way that you've made our city look. The experiences you've offered people here, it is part of a great tradition of the Silverstein family that you've done this year. This will be a huge success. And what's pretty cool also is, and Christian Garris is here from Nativity Prep, that is going to be launched with a donation to an important city educational institution in the city, Nativity Prep, which does a lot of great work with middle school aged boys, getting them launched. So really good stuff, but this is the way cities are built. They're built out of love, L-O-V-E, love, and sometimes it takes, and what love makes you do is take on a little more risk than what might pencil in a cold analysis of the market. That's when cities do that, good, and when you have people do that, good things happen. This is one of those good things. So Steve, congratulations. Judy, congratulations. We really appreciate what you've done here. Thank you. And now I'm supposed to introduce you. That was it. It says it right here.
Okay.
Steve, you're the man of the hour. Come on down.
What does my team come up here? Will and Jamie and Pete and where's Chef Josh and Assistant Research and Development Director Anthony Sapienza.
He's one of those Italian guys that I spoke about. Yes.
Anyway, thank you, Mayor. You always make us feel very, very proud of what we're doing here. There's something magical about New Bedford, and whenever I travel, people always say, "Where do you live?" And I say New Bedford. And most people have heard of New Bedford. It always gets an interesting response. And I remember, and you may have heard me say this before, but about 15 years ago or so, there was an inflection point, and it used to be, "Oh, you're from New Bedford." Now it's from, "Oh, you're from New Bedford, what a cool place." And we feel really honored to be part of that. And as happy we are that we've impacted the fabric and the culture and the quality of life in New Bedford, I would be misleading you if I said it was solely that benevolent of a pursuit. But it has been a mutual win-win, for us, and we've had a lot of fun, and there's more to come. So I think this is our 4th restaurant in New Bedford. We have the National Club that will open in the fall. This took precedent to that. This came along. I've always had my eye on Candleworks. I think it's a very unique, comfort, cozy, not to be recreated, feel in this building. And I always knew that at some point that I would do something here, and the opportunity presents itself. So we're really excited to be here. We've adorned the place with a lot of local art. We've had a lot of fun in the community, and testimony to New Bedford and testimony to Christian Garris and Nativity Prep. We typically do these fundraisers. We say we're going to give you free food if you don't mind making a donation. We usually raise $5,000 or $6,000. Well, in Christian's case, we raised about $14,500. Which is incredible. It was shocking to me. I made them check it twice, but it was shocking to me, and I think that in itself embodies what's going on in New Bedford. People are feeling good. They want to participate. They want to jump on the bandwagon, and we're happy to be on that bandwagon. Those are my remarks, and I'm really thankful for everybody's support. I couldn't do it without the city council. Couldn't do it without all the great employees in the city of New Bedford. We had a very swift processing through all the departments to get the permits that we needed, to get the approvals. Yesterday we got our final CO. and we're just delighted to be here and honored to be members of this great community. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Steve. We're going to introduce, well, as part of that bandwagon, we've got some state reps who've been hugely supportive of our efforts to build out the downtown and the restaurant scene and everything that we have here. So Chris Hendricks and Tony Cabral are here to say a few words. You guys want to flip? Chris, go ahead.
All right. Thank you, Mayor, and thank you, Steve. I just want to say that, you know, the restaurant industry in downtown New Bedford for years has been integral to the success of New Bedford. And it's not easy work. You know, opening a restaurant, anybody who knows, who has experience in that field, it is back-breaking work. You have to worry about staff, you have to worry about inventory, food going bad, scheduling, brick and mortar properties, landscaping, everything. And so for you, you know, Mrs. Silverstein, to take that risk here again in New Bedford at, you know, your fourth or fifth restaurant means a lot to us. So thank you very much. Congratulations. I was here on the soft opening a couple weeks ago and it was fabulous. Food's great. The lighting's great, which is my biggest thing whenever I walk into a restaurant. The lighting's got to be great, soft and dim, and just the way we like it. So congratulations, and I look forward to coming here again. And I want to thank you to my house colleague, Tony Cabral.
Okay. All right. I'll be quick. This is fantastic. Again, Steve, thank you for, again, investing in New Bedford for the fourth time, and we're looking forward for the fall as well. At the National, it's going to be a Mexican restaurant, right? Yeah. But let's focus today here on Candela. What a fantastic name. I was telling Tony Sapienza earlier today on another event that the choice of the name is really great. You know, it really represents and sort of ties in to the whole idea of the Candleworks building, right? I'm sure all of you know what that means. Candela, right? I don't have to translate it for you. But also, just an aside, Candela is also a famous Cuban song. I don't know if you are aware of that, Steve. You might want to play that song once in a while in here. It's a wonderful song.
Why don't you sing it, Tony? Give us a...
Hum a few bars, Tony.
But you know, I've been to this building, to all the restaurants that have been in here. Most of them were great restaurants as well. But I think Steve is a special touch. And I unfortunately missed the soft opening last weekend, but I will be coming and testing that great Italian food. I do enjoy good Italian food, and so I want to test it and make sure that Tony is right. Tony Sapienza is right.
Better than my grandmother's.
Better than your grandmother's. Well, it's got to be really, really good then. But again, investing in New Bedford, that's what Steve has been doing for many years, and his family. We all remember the famous Silverstein store. They've been investing in this community for over 100 years. And it's a family that always cared and loved this community and always not only loved, but employed people across all groups of the city. You know? They were open. It was like an open door. Many of us, our first suits, or nice suits I should say, was over at the Silverstein store. But again, this is really incredible. I was looking at the decor here. It's amazing. It's fantastic. It's beautiful. So that's Steve's touch. That's his vision, and his investment really matters to us. And restaurants are important. Important cities, big cities, really have good establishments like this one. So again, congratulations, and looking forward to taste that good Italian food.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tony. Thank you, Tony. So I want to acknowledge Liz Rhoda from Congressman Keating's office. Congressman Keating, I'm sure, will appreciate this restaurant when he has an opportunity. I want to thank the Italian food critic and residents, Tony Sapienza, chairman of everything in the city, for all the support of small business as well. It's high praise if he says, Steve, that your ossobuco is better than his grandmother's. That's saying something.
I know he likes it. He's been here every night. So.
I came in here, he presumed, I saw him here, he presumed I was gonna order, like, remember those Swanson's TV dinners, the spaghetti from, like, my tastes are a little bit better than that. They're not quite yours, Tony, but anyway, no, it is really good. I want to introduce Linda Morad from the city, who will speak on behalf of the city council. The council has been very supportive of this kind of growth in the city, and very supportive of Steve's efforts to elevate the city's restaurant scene and to get us to eat a whole lot more. Thank you, Steve. Linda.
Thank you, Mayor. I won't repeat what's been said about Steve, Will, Judy, and the entire team that Steve has put together over the years. They just do great work. They are a seamless machine that manages to turn everything they touch into gold. But what I also want to say about Steve and his family is that in addition to the wonderful work that they do, taking care of all our culinary and our entertainment needs, they're also very generous to the city of New Bedford and the surrounding area. And they do it quietly, like many people do in the city. They contribute on a regular basis to other businesses and many other initiatives in the city, and that does not go unnoticed. Today you'll know that he has contributed to Nativity Prep, and that's a public contribution, if you will, by using his name to bring funds together for a wonderful educational institution in the city. But it's all the other things that he and his family do that no one knows about that I'd like to applaud and honor on behalf of the New Bedford City Council. So we brought our congratulations card. We always do at every event like this, and we want to thank you for this elegant Italian cuisine restaurant, and we also look forward to continuing your success not only in the establishments that you already have, Steve, but all the establishments that are to come to the future. And Judy and Will, I hope you're up to this task, because he seems to be like the Energizer Bunny. He just never stops. So congratulations on behalf of the New Bedford City Council.
Thank you very much, Linda. Thank you.
All right. I think we're ready. We don't want to wake up the newest employee of Servedwell Hospitality, so let's just do this very quietly. So we want to do the check, right?
Yeah, Christian,
It's right there.
come on up, Christian.
I've always wanted one of these.
You need a big pen to sign it.
Oh, he's out front as well.
Thank you. 5:35. I found another check today.
That one will bounce. This one won't.
Congratulations, Jeff.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Outside.
Anyway, we thank you for this this great turnout. We're really honored. And yeah, that's my grandson. So that's 6 generations in New Bedford. But you know what's interesting is Will, who's been working with me for 5 years now. He was about that age when I started Not Your Average Joe's. It gets into your blood. And one thing I'll say while waiting for Pete, so Will and Pete, Pete's the general manager and partner in this business, worked together in New York City at 11 Madison Park, which was rated the #1 restaurant in the world, 3 Michelin star restaurant. And we've been able to attract that type of talent to come to New Bedford. Pete actually opened a few restaurants with us, went back to New York City, worked at a very, very famous restaurant. I think his last table that he served before he came back here was Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, no joke. And
He didn't spill anything, did he?
Yeah, no, he's here in the Bedford times. So for 35 years, Maureen Dutra.
Yeah.
You come on, Mo.
Okay, all
We're
right.
going to do this on 3.
We'll do it together.
We're all going to smile.
Pete, get in.
Through our teeth, we're going to count to 3.
No, this thing really works. I've done this before.
All right, you ready? 1,
2, 3.
Perfect.